Hey everybody, just wanted to give you a quick tutorial on how to change out your springs for your Mutant Metals Snapbacks. What you're gonna need is an 1/8 inch hex drive. I like these keys better. Pair of snap ring pliers with the appropriate tips. And a hook. You could use a spring puller. I like these. This is the only one, this Husky one's the only one I would suggest because it's the only one we use. And you can get those at Home Depot. But first what you're gonna do is you're gonna start with loosening these set screws until the spring snaps. And then you wanna back them up a little bit. As you look down in here, you'll see that they are sticking out a little bit more still. You wanna make sure that those are backed all the way out. That's gonna make things a little easier when you go to pull the spring. Same thing with the other side. And just be careful, that'll swing down, just kind of get out of the way of that. Sometimes you might need a mallet to get the pin out if it's stuck a little bit. We're gonna take the snap ring out on one side. That should be pretty easy. If it's not, then you don't have the right tips. Only remove one snap ring. You don't need to remove this one, and it's just gonna make it easier. You know, push your pin out, remove it all the way. And we're gonna start here. So your set screws are backed all the way out so they're flush with the inside of the frame. Then you're going to take your replacement springs, which in this case is just the same ones, and are going to insert them so that the hook, the bent end of the hook is facing towards the roller. And that's the same on both sides. And then it's easiest just to kind of pinch them like that. We're going to insert those back into the frame. Pin. Might take a little working around there. And push that all the way through. And then we're gonna put our snap ring back on. Again, you only need to take one of these off. You don't need to take both off. Make sure that your snap ring is set firmly in that groove. You might have to, push it into there. Okay. Now we're going to take the hex key, insert that into the set screw. Take your hook, point it away from the frame. You might have to, push that up a little bit, either swing the swing arm forward or whatever, but you need a gap. You want a gap right here so you could get that hook under without scratching the frame, and you want to keep the bent piece, whether you're using a puller or this, you want to keep the bent area towards the frame so you don't scratch it. This is a lot easier with two people. I mean, we do it by ourselves all the time, but we do these all the time. So you might want to have someone that pulls down and towards the rack while someone else screws this in. But this is what this looks like. So you're going to pull down and back towards the rack until it clears the set screw. And then we're going to screw that set screw in. Okay, and then it's just a matter of repeating on the other side. Just got to fish this hook in there without scratching the frame. Sometimes that's a little easier said than done. Hex key in the set screw, and then we're going to pull down towards the rack until it passes that set screw, and then just tighten that back in. And you want the set screws to be just slightly further in than the face of the frame. And then that's it. Give it a couple little test pulls just to make sure everything's sitting right. And that's all you got to do.